I started my company. I named it Becoming Your Best with Jenny Lytle, RN. And I did that because I feel like we're all works in progress. I'm never going to reach what I want to be. I'm never going to have everything where I'm like, well, yep, nothing needs to improve. And I think that it's very much a personal journey. And that's why it's Becoming Your Best, because my best is different than your best. We're living two different lives. And I want to have like a systematic framework to help people be able to work through this more quickly and easily than I did. Because for me, it was a couple-year process, and I spent a lot of time and a lot of money trying to figure out, like, how do I not feel like this? How do I not get into this mess all the time? and so I looked at the nursing process because I'm a nurse and that's how I think. And I kind of put it together from that. And so each letter starts with like the B is baseline. And so that's starting with where are you? And so the overarching idea is where are you now? Where do you want to go? And how are you going to get there? Because we don't often think about like, where am I right now in terms of self-care and life satisfaction, and really just breaking that down. And all of these things, they're pieces that you can go really deep into, but that's also not really necessary. You can work through each section in a pretty short period of time using my framework. And then it's the things that excite you and the things that give you confidence, the things that you've done well, because we can focus so much, especially when you're someone who is in a caregiving role. We focus on those things that we don't do right. Those, I should have done this instead, and hindsight is 20/20, and we're never going to be able to meet every need exactly right at the right time, but we really beat ourselves up about that. And so part of it is definitely some mindset work to think about what are the things that you're doing well. And then if there's things that you do well consistently, how can you kind of pull some of that knowledge or maybe some of those tricks and routines that you have built in around those to move them into fitting in some time for yourself. And then the M is meaning, looking at what makes your life feel meaningful. What are the things that really matter most to you? And those are things also that we just kind of take for granted. We don't think about what is it that really fills me up? What are those kind of things? Then just moving into the rest of it, it's just getting more practical with those things that are going to have the biggest impact on me. Because again, like I said, my things are going to be different than your things. There may be some overlap there, and there's some, things like deep breathing and, getting enough sleep. Yeah, those apply to all of us. The getting enough sleep, of course, is easier said than done for some people. So trying to figure out ways to work around those. And then it's pulling all of that together and putting that plan in place so that, like we talked a bit about, so that you have that ready to go when you really need it. And so, yes, you can start when everything's kind of a same old. Maybe it's the same pressure that you're used to dealing with, and you can start integrating some of those things. But also when things are not going well at all, when everything's kind of collapsing, and you can go, okay, you know what? I'm just going to come back to these really basic couple of things that are going to help get me through this. I'm not really looking to thrive right now. I'm just looking to survive and maybe get that little 1-inch margin of, I can go another day. Because, sometimes for caregivers, it's just having that little bit of strength to just get through the next day.
Especially when it's heavy.
Absolutely.
Sometimes, especially in crisis moments, it is that putting one foot in front of the other.